What's up, everybody? Jared here for the Smoking Android. Today we're looking at CM9 beta version 0.2.0 on the Motorola Atrix. So let's jump in. Alright, now, so we're all on the same page here. I've gotten several requests to do a CyanogenMod9 video. And the reason why I'm only doing one now as opposed to sooner is because I hate showing ROMs when they're less than stable. Joker Sax and the other devs working on the CyanogenMod9 have finally gotten it to a stage where I can use it as a daily driver. So here we are. The CyanogenMod team has made a lot of changes since CM7, obviously due to ICS, but there are so many changes, in fact, that I don't even know where to begin. So we're just going to go ahead and start with the contacts list. Jump into there. And as you can see, they've completely revamped it from the one before. Obviously, they're using some nice blue highlighting up the top there. It's nice and quick and stable. I entered a bunch of fake contacts. But what you will notice is that what's really cool, pay attention to the letters there. As I scroll up, it starts to stack them. It's a really neat animation that they've included. And you'll see that it just sort of starts to stack up the letters there, which I thought was pretty neat. Of course, you can create groups, Google, and so on and so forth, and contact, obviously your starred, your favorites, and whatnot. Click on the picture, and away you go. That's my wife there. Very poor picture of her. Yeah, so that was kind of neat. A very simplistic look and feel to it. The next thing I wanted to show you guys is the dialer app. Obviously, they're going with the blue CyanogenMod coloring theme. And very simplistic look again. Elegant. I like it. Call log. Contacts frequently called, and so on and so forth. You can swipe and all that good stuff. Just to make a quick call just so you see what it looks like. You've got your dialer there. You can speaker off, mute, hold the call, and add another person to the conversation. So that's the dialer. The next thing I wanted to take a look at, the big thing for everybody, of course, is the app drawer. Android app drawer. Of course, it's an Android app drawer. What I really like is the new sort of stacking animation, if you will. You see there, kind of starts to come out of nowhere. Real cool 3D look to it, if you will. So that was really nice. As well as in the settings, which we'll get to in a little bit later, there's lots of other different types of transition animations that you can obviously customize. Now, what's really neat about this is that they have now combined the apps and widgets all together in one drawer. You can't press and hold on the home screens anymore. It won't bring you to the widgets, so you just kind of look it all up in your app drawer, which I thought was really convenient. Now, what's cool is that you can either slide on over to it, and it'll show you and display what the widgets will look like in each what kind of different sizes, which ones you have, or you can just simply click on the tabs quickly. Another really cool feature is that they have the market icon up in the right hand corner there, and all you got to do is just click on it and it'll launch right into the market for you. Another really neat feature about the app drawer is that you can actually uninstall applications, like a lot of other launchers out there, but I like how they've integrated it into CM9 here. So if I was to go ahead and take this, I could always just go ahead and uninstall it, or select which home screen I wanted to drop it on. So that was really neat. Now, another cool thing that they've added with, at least I believe it's got to do with the new GApps package that you have to download separately to install onto your CyanogenMod ROM after you flash it. But anyway, so they're all new ICS sort of applications. So we'll start with Gmail here, and you'll notice right away it does look completely different than the regular one we're used to in Gingerbread. Everything at the bottom here, you can compose your email and so on, search and other cool things like that. Now, what's really interesting, let's see if the animation happens. Oh, it didn't happen. Anyways, usually when I open it up, there's a cool little animation that happens across the bottom. These kind of all just kind of appear out of nowhere, which I thought was really, really neat. So that's the new Gmail app. The next app that I wanted to look at was Car Home, the new Car Home app. I'm not really sure if this is new or not. I, honest to God, never use this particular app in any ROM or on any device. I just generally don't use my phone when I'm driving. But here it is, nevertheless. If you guys are, I don't know, you can let me know in the comments below if this is a new car home app. But it looks like it's. I think I've seen it once in the past, and I think it looks a little bit different. But that's a car home app. One other cool thing is that they have included a new browser. And I did notice that the browser actually loads pages quicker. If I was to go ahead and I'm going to open up a new window here. And you'll see here, we'll just go to XDA, which is a Flash content rich site with all their advertisements. I love you, XDA, but you guys have way too many advertisements. So you can see quickly loads up. We'll show you the pinch to zoom in just a second as soon as it's done. Alright, so it's all done. You can see pinch to zoom is ridiculously quick and accurate. Scrolling, quick and accurate and smooth. Double tap. It all works together very smoothly. Well, that's maximum. As you can see, it's very, very smooth. Another cool feature is they have the multiple windows icon in the top right hand corner, so you can just quickly click on that, and of course you've got all your your other web pages in here that you've just been recently looking at, and they kind of have neat little 3D animations or whatever you want to call that. You can see it kind of bounces there. Another thing I wanted to mention was that I noticed that they've, and I could be crazy here, but I noticed that there's some sort of an improved inertia when scrolling. So I noticed that when I'm scrolling through an app or something like that, it doesn't feel like it's just flying away on the screen if I happen to do like a little one and for some reason the touch screen's sensitive and just flick. It's nice and smooth. It really is nice and smooth, and it just works absolutely phenomenal. So I was really impressed with that, as well as just the kind of nice overall black, sleek, sexy look that that comes with CyanogenMod 9. So that was a really nice job that they've done on that. Okay, the next one I wanted to look at, what's important to a lot of people, is the camera. This wasn't working on earlier versions, but it is now. And as you can see, it works pretty good. There's definitely some interesting settings that I've noticed. We'll go ahead and take a look at them. So I'll head into there, and as you can see, we've got some different camera settings, screen selection, or sorry, scene mode. You got your exposure, all the typical stuff. One thing, however, that I did notice was there's something interesting with the focusing, something called infinity mode. I can't seem to find it right now, but anyways, it had to do with the focusing, and it just said infinity. I don't know why, or maybe this was it. But there's definitely some new options. Like, what is this? What is that option? Maybe you guys can explain to me. Sorry, it's been out of focus. I'm not sure what that is. So when I click on it, I don't know. It just kind of, I'm confused. So anyways, maybe you guys can let me know what that is. That is the camera app, which was just pretty nice, newly and updated, and new and improved, if you will. What else here? The new gallery is something I wanted to take a look at with you guys. Really cool. Loads up really quickly. You've got all these different options and stuff like that. Quickly go to your camera if you want to. Now, one really neat feature that I did like about the new gallery is that you can quickly click the play button in the top right-hand corner, and it automatically starts playing a slideshow, which I thought was really neat, and it's actually quite smooth. So I thought that was kind of a neat little feature. Another cool feature about the gallery and CyanogenMod 9 is that they've given us the option, well, as you can see also at the bottom here, you click on one picture and you've got all of them at the bottom that you can just kind of start just selecting on at your whim, which is pretty neat. But one thing that I did want to talk about was the editing. Really neat. Boy, they've actually done quite a great job here. As you can see, you can really spruce up your images here. Add some effects. you know, some saturation. And so I thought that was pretty neat. You can even crop and face glow, face tan, straighten, all these cool things that I haven't even played with before. But boy, you can really muck around with it. That's for sure. So that's really cool. I know I'll be getting into this myself in the future as I start taking pictures, but I don't normally use the camera too often. So that is the gallery and photo editing from CM9. Another little change they may have made was the clock app. There it is there, nice and simple. Just click it and it goes right down. You can just barely see it, so perfect for nighttime mode. That was something that I kind of liked. And we also have a new calculator app, or at least they've changed a little bit, so it's nice and basic, changed a little bit from the last one. Personally, I prefer the look of the last one, but I mean, really, for what it is, it's just a calculator. But it's cool because you can also scroll over to the right, and they've got some more advanced options there for you, and you can just press the menu button, clear history, or select that button for the advanced panel. So that is the new calculator app. Another one of their newly updated apps I wanted to show you was the SMS app. As you can see in the top right hand corner, they have a little attachment clip, and in here you can send pictures, capture, send videos, capture videos, all this good stuff. Even a slideshow, which I thought was a really neat addition to the actual SMS application itself. It's I haven't seen. I don't know if this is. I don't have a lot of experience with Ice Cream Sandwich, so I don't know if that's just native to Android ICS or if that's a CyanogenMod inclusion. But either way, pretty cool. One other thing is the new Movie Studio app. As you can see, I already, just for example purposes, I already set up a project. But once you set up the project, then in here, you can, I suppose you would have your video, and you would just basically edit it the way you would any other video. Personally, I'll probably never be using this myself, but it's neat to know it's there if you did want to use that. Alright, so another big thing, or at least probably what everyone's waiting for me to get to, is the settings. And man, have they changed a lot. So we go ahead and hit the settings bar button, and you can see that a new window pops up, and it's all gray and dark and sexy. So we'll go ahead and get into system settings there. And starting from the top, as you can see, everything's changed. They've really simplified the settings, if you will. They've kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Consolidated all of these other options, because I don't know about you guys, but in CyanogenMod 7, it was a bit overwhelming with all the options and all the customizations. And as much as I loved all those customizations, let's face it, even though there's a ton of us Android hackers out there, most of us didn't know what even half of those options were. So they've really done a nice job for simplifying it and consolidating a lot of little tweaks and customizations in their menu, or sorry, settings. So we'll go ahead and Wi-Fi. And one of the biggest, or not biggest, but one of the immediate changes I noticed right away is we go into Wi-Fi and advanced. You'll notice that they've changed the Wi-Fi sleep policy. So if I go ahead and click on that, you've now got the options: keep Wi-Fi on during sleep, always, only when plugged in, and never, which increases data usage, which I thought was kind of neat, a bit of a change from the last Wi-Fi sleep policy. Data usage is a really cool new feature. Not only will it monitor the amount of data that you're sending and receiving, but you can actually set a limit and specify. So if, for instance, you're on a limited data plan, like most people are, you can set between such and such dates from when you get your fresh new data pack and to the end of your billing cycle, and give it a maximum so that you don't end up going over, which was a really neat option. So kudos to the CM dev team for that. Click on more there, and we've just got some basic options. Launcher, we'll get into that later. Themes, as you can see, preference tab, stub, temporary placeholder until functionality merged. So we've got some work to do there. Go down to system, notification drawer. You got all these different options there. Show power widget. Lock screen, which we will get into in the other into the main settings area. Wallpaper font size, cool. Sound, I've noticed they had some new notification ringtones and some phone ringtones, so go and check those out. Pretty cool. Storage. Oops, sorry. Display. Pretty standard, pretty basic. Volume rock wake. It's always what I like. It's what I like to set. Battery, nope, storage. So you can see it kind of displays all the storage eaten up by all of your apps and ROMs and whatnot right there. It's a little different. It's cool, new interface there. Battery, pretty basic, pretty standard. I've noticed on this actual on CyanogenMod 9, this beta version, my battery is ridiculously good. It lasts forever, so so that's awesome. Little tip for you guys. Apps, pretty basic here, as usual. I'll go into advanced. Now, this is cool, HDMI audio. They've obviously integrated this into CyanogenMod 9, so thank God for that. Fingerprint sensor navigation. I haven't checked. Oh, and it doesn't work, obviously. What else? We'll go into profiles. We all know what that's like. Account, sync, location, services, security. This is where we can look at our lock screens. And as you can see, face unlock. We now have face unlock, and I gotta tell you, it really does work quite well. At least for me. I don't know about anybody else's experience, but it actually worked really well for me. But I actually prefer the slide unlock now because it works all the time, and we'll just take a look at that real quickly because it looks really cool. So as you can see, it kind of gives you an idea of which way to go. Little animation there. When you press on it, you can either go straight into your camera or just unlock, of course. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the launcher. And, boop. As you can see, the new launcher is the official CyanogenMod launcher now of Ice Cream Sandwich, named Trebuchet. Obviously, it's going to have a lot of the same options of a lot of third-party launchers. So that's pretty neat. Resize any widget and so on. So I'm not going to go through everything the launcher has to offer. We probably know what's going on there. So I'll go ahead and show you something cool here. Where is it? Find a Gmail and throw that up there. And go ahead and use this one for now, just for demonstration purposes. Now, as I showed before, you can resize the widgets, and it's really smooth and quick too. I mean, you can go like that. You can, you can go all the way full screen action if you wanted, and that's when I prefer. You just tap it, and it loads on up, and then as your emails start coming in, obviously you're going to read it there, and all you got to do is just tap on that, and it'll jump on into it for you there. Another aspect of the new launcher is that, like a couple others out there, you can customize the dock bar, so you can swap in and out your apps of your choice. As you can see there, I've already done that myself. Another cool thing is the transition animations. As you can see here on the home screen, really cool 3D effect when you reach the edges here. And it kind of looks like panes of glass that are coming out of the screen. It really looks great. Some of the cool options, transition effects, I'll show you guys here. Where was it? Home screen and transition effects. So standard is stack, I believe, which is at the bottom there. But anyways, I haven't really gone through all of these, but I'm assuming they're pretty cool. These are all the options. I'm not going to go through them because this video will take forever. It's already going too long right now. But so there's all of your cool transition effect options. And I thought that was really nice. Fade side pages. I don't really understand fade the side pages when scrolling home screen, so maybe you guys will have to let me know what some of these options do in the comments below. Oh, and one other really cool thing is the new power button. The power button menu. So when you hit that, as you can see, they've themed it with the rest of CyanogenMod 9 with the dark black theme sort of background going on. Couple of new options there, but basically the same, obviously. But anyways, just Really, really great ROM. You know, I've been using it for about 2 days now, and it is just phenomenal. The speed of this ROM is just ridiculous. The web browsing is ridiculous. You can get into settings right from the notification bar. It's nice and quick. Couple of things like I've set it up so that if I swipe my fingers left or right, it's supposed to dim and brighten up the screen, but that hasn't been working for me as of yet. But again, you know, as you can see, there's still some stuff to work on. I think I covered most of it, but you know, as you saw earlier, there's still some work to be done. I hope this video gave you a good idea of what to expect. Hopefully it swayed you to go and download it, but yeah, you should. Anyways, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, the Smoking Android signing out.